So candidiasis. A couple of you typically have itchiness in the vagina. Yeah. And you fish smell on occasion sometimes. And if you have cord-like discharge, that is something like milk on the yellow hue of milk. Your vagina gets itchy. Yeah, that's candidiasis. And it's not necessarily sexually transmitted. It's very cheap and painful sometimes. But then this less so milk color. But the milk looks like there's a tinge of yellow in it. And it's odorless. You can't get a fungi. Fungal infections are very sticky. I don't feel very good. I'm kind of sick. It's in the spirit of failure every day. That's what I'm doing this. And so, the sticky, what I mean by sticky is it's fungal infections have proclivity for wet environments. So maybe it's a compliment. When you have a wet vagina, then when you have candidiasis. But on the serious side of things, so it's not an STI per se. It's sometimes also the imbalance in the vaginal flora. Just like the eyes, you don't assist your eyes clean itself. There are people who every time they open their eyes, they even hand to keep attempting to clean their eyes with their hand. And the first time they have red eyes, and they still feel like, oh yeah, they keep doing it. When you don't from that habit, just like you as well, you're blinking unconsciously a couple of times. The blinking action of your eyes cleans the eyes. The tears produced from the tear gland and the eyelid, the upper eyelid, as I'm blinking, it's wiping the eyes clean. So most times when you've allowed certain dirt gather in the eyes, by the time you wake up in the morning, all the dirt will kept for you here. So the job is just to release your hand and pick it out. But next time you go out try to walk clean the eye down and they keep it all down. And then they always have red eyes. All of that. So it's the same way, the vagina is a self-cleansing, balanced environment. It does not need you to clean it. And so any woman who washes inside of her vagina should be arrested. And this is I'm saying that's a very strong statement to me, but so that to strike a chord. Yes, listen. Uh, the vagina is self-cleansing, proactive mechanisms. There's a bacteria called vagina that has colonized some people. It's all over in the world. The bacteria is called lactobacillus and makes acid, produces acid. So what the acid does is make sure that other microorganisms cannot do well beside that. It's more like pouring acid into a place where there are dirt and disgusting microorganisms and pour acid there. You're less assured that you've killed off whatever is there. So God said, put somebody in the vagina who makes acid to make sure that the inside of the vagina is always how it should be without needing external assistance of cleaning. So that's one method. The other way, better than cleansing some, is the fact that the bacteria, that same bacteria that makes the acid, physically occupies space in the vagina. So some people think about it like a room, a small room that can take a lot of persons. They can't take any other person. So if you have 50 persons, you can't take 51. It's free. So that's also the way it's set up. Lactobacillus fills up the entire vagina to where another microorganism can no longer be entertained because there's no space. So it physically blocks the space, but it also makes acid, lactic acid, to where it's uncomfortable for bacteria to grow. All of that women now do because they want to do hygiene and they listen to anybody they find on that. And you go and let vagina washes. You know, washing inside the vagina. What you end up doing is killing bacteria than just washing. So when you do that, when you kill bacteria than just washing, um, what happens is now there's space. This is empty. There's no vacuum in nature. You all over the skin also. That type of setup inside the vagina is also on the skin. A group of bacteria called staph aureus is on the skin. So, and what it does is, again, it's physically occupy the space on the skin to where another bacteria cannot cause you skin infection. So most times when you have a skin infection, probably a fungi, a viral thing, don't you? Because physically space for bacteria are being present. So space for bacteria is scary. So what happens now is the same bacteria that is everywhere on the skin and it's born in the armpit. It's more in the groin area. Basically that's where the cover clothes is more there. When you have a bath like in the morning, for example, you reduce the constant bacteria on the skin. But it starts it's elevating so it grows. So it keeps growing, growing slowly, growing slowly. So when you need to bathe again, the rest does not bathe 2 days, 3 days. The first part of the starts in the armpit and the groin because it's more of the bacteria in this places. And it's the bacteria, so it snaps. And if you keep going, you don't bathe for 5 days. You don't bathe for even 2 weeks. Now your skin starts smelling. So what's making your skin smell is not necessarily dirt or chemical. It's the fact that it's a bacterial colony on the skin that has overgrown. You're supposed to use washing and reduce it. You're not supposed to wash your body with antibiotic soaps or antiseptics. You're not supposed to do that. When you do that, you actually kill bacteria actually and then leave the skin open for other bacteria. So that people who are always using the always doing so well and antiseptics so well, they use the soap antiseptic soap, you know. When they finish, the eruptions are on what they're doing. That's what creates those eruptions. You have stripped the body naked of its own defense system. And it's not age. That's not bacteria that physically occupies the space on the skin to where there's no space for another bacteria to come and cause infection. The same thing happens in the mouth. The reason why you open the mouth and have bad breath is because there's another colony of bacteria in the mouth. It does not cause infection. It just sits there and physically occupies the space in the mouth. Again, like in a room where you have 50 persons in it, and the one more person can come. So if you have a problem in the mouth, usually it's always from the bacteria. Except you have HIV. All of this comes upside down when the person has AIDS. Why do you patients in what's in nature? When you have AIDS, when you are not immunosuppressed, at that point, the bacteria that used to be your friend can now start biting. Okay, so back to the broadcast. Many a time when the person is immunosuppressed, HIV, AIDS, now the bacteria that used to be their friend now starts eating into this. Eating into the mouth. They also when they open their mouth, you see that they have a lot of ulcers in the mouth. It's the same bacteria that was there to protect you by physically numbing the space up. The same guy that now starts because your immune system. And by the way, the reason why they're acting is because of the immune system. Immune system makes them inert, inactive, so that they now sit there as smell. But then they can use bacteria. They have the capacity to cause infection, even when you're not compromised. So when you get to be compromised, you have sores in the mouth from the same bacteria and not cause infection for somebody who is healthy. That would even protect this museum. And uh, so that's how the entire body is set up to create a balance to where the person doesn't have to do too much. Now, when you clean out the vagina with water, your all streams of water inside the vagina trying to force dirt out. I don't know who put them. You end up shooting out all those good bacteria that protects the vagina and, of course, makes acid to make the place calm. When that place is cleared, that same bacteria that exists on the skin, that is more in the groin, that makes the groins, they are picking up. They will now go inside the vagina because there's space now and colonize it. So this is an infection. For that fish odor that you have for 12 years, they are there for 12 years, 10 years, they always have fish lying from the vagina. That's what has caused that. And that's the process problem is antibiotics. When you just take the antibiotics and bring down nutrition, the antibiotics is hits the blood, looks around, and still put them to attack. When it goes to grandma, we are still like grandma. Only that has it leaves that space to where again, no vacuum in nature, somebody will come in and apply it, make it smell. Now you now come and start washing it because you want to wash the fish smell out. So there's any small lactobacillus that's still there. Father end up clearing it out. And then this guy keeps, coming in. And then you've gone 10 years. The vagina smells like fish. So this is how to fix the problem. We have the phone, the WhatsApp attached to the end of this video. And you're going to have to text me. But just a couple of steps before you can be able to talk to me directly. And I will do some research stepwise to clear off whatever it is that you've carried for about 12 years. You're the one who knows you had it. So the explanation I made, you can see that there is a method. So those your vaginal washing with water. So the doctor say I should not wash my hair and water. But you're bathing, you wash it outside the vagina. Don't shoot it inside, trying to clean inside. Inside clean, like I said, just like the eyes. Don't open your eyes when you're bathing and pour water inside your eye to clean your eye. Eye cleans itself. That's the same with vagina cleans itself. So it cleans just like the eyes again. Cleans itself, leaves the breathe here and the odorants. It's the same with vagina cleans itself and leaves that outside. So you just wash the surface of the vagina.